Thank you, folks, for all coming to the FDPC board meeting. As we get started all the time, I will call us to order. And if we could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of England and to the Thank you, folks, again for being here on this rainy day. Well, I think almost every day has been a rainy day, as somebody said it.
Yesterday.
That's true. There you go. Done. All right, so what I will do is try to go through as fast as possible, given raininess. We do have an informal gala subcommittee meeting after this. If anybody wants to stay around for, you're welcome to, but you do not. So that's more informal. So first of all, going through the past and upcoming events. Last month, June 19th, we had the Chris Breen Pittsburgh economy discussion. Just want to get a recap, because I know I went a little late on that one, so we stayed a little bit late. So I just want to get any feedback from people as far as anything they thought about the Chris Breen Pittsburgh economy and doing more of an economic. Not sure if.
Fantastic.
Yeah, what'd you think, sir?
You can tell when a meeting goes over and everybody has questions and you have to cut it off. It went well.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, he did pull me aside afterward and he goes, does that happen every time you guys like have that many questions? I said, a lot of the time.
Yeah, it was really good.
So it was good. It might be something to consider next year. So who knows? Like I didn't talk to him at all after that, but it was an interesting one. Any other comments on that one? Thanks. Okay, then tomorrow we do have Wanda Haney to come to talk about Parkview Academy. And I did talk to Wanda yesterday, so just so you know, it is still a plan to bring a mini pony to the operation. But now everything's still got to be perfect. One thing to know about is this mini pony is a certified service animal. So they brought this mini pony, which is like kind of like the size of a Great Dane, so it's not a big horse size. Brought it into hospitals, a bunch of other places and servicing them. So there is a potential, if you guys are okay with it, could come inside if needed. All right, so now, yes, that's what I'm saying. It's something. So it's plan A is, well, you know, Ken, who's Wanda's daughter, is in charge of the mini pony, and they're set to do it. If the weather's looking pretty good right now. So I may need a little bit help if people get here a little bit early, if we have to rearrange based on how the horse stuff goes. And it all depends whether the horse, like, as I've been told, the pony gets a vote too, as to whether how it's gonna go. And so we have to see how it goes that day. But right now, if you do have especially kids, they can come in and pet the pony and get the history of the riding academy. And also, if you are interested in getting kids or grandkids in for lessons, she'll talk about what she does and the horseback riding for the hand. Wanda is not a professional speaker, so this isn't what she does for a living. She does the horseback rides for a living. So I told her, don't worry about that. We'll just want to hear about the history. You'll see, actually, I've got the presentation up that she put together. You'll see she'll have pictures back in the day of her family farm here. And so I think it's gonna be great. So, yeah, so we'll go through, she has some weird. I don't know the year, she will tell you.
That's Suzanne.
There's a bunch of them, so it should be extremely good.
Hi there.
Hey there, Suzanne.
We've had a hard time logging on.
Understood. Good to see you. So we just went through, Suzanne, we did the kickoff and then we went through the Chris Breen presentation. Overall, so far, we said that went well last time. I'm not sure if there's anything else you want to add from the Chris presentation. And then we're talking about tomorrow that is on, and right now the plan is to bring a mini pony into the event, which I think will be a first time to have a mini pony inside the Heritage Center, because it's a service animal, so certified, trained to not go to the bathroom and such things. So that's the. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah. You got it. So. There's that dog. There you go. Yeah. We'll play it by ear. Jerry, good to see you. Jerry. You go. She's got a seat for you right there. You got it. Jerry, you can sit wherever you want. You can wherever you want. You could boot me out. That would be okay.
Have to get that bunch of fire stuff.
I like your style. School systems now,
It's been there. Been forever before the day.
and you get the check at the end. So. All right, any questions about tomorrow at all?
Gift card for $50 for that place down in Pine Creek, the.
No way.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not only impressed that you get them, Betty, but you get them aligned with the theme. I mean, both things are-
It's
Did
amazing.
she just
Very
mention something about the lottery? Did she
I'm
mention
sorry,
something-
Suzanne, can you say that again, please?
Did she mention something about the lottery? I wondered if we were having. one.
Yes.
No.
So
Okay.
she said she'll have a gift card from the Dover Saddlery, which is down the
Oh,
street.
okay.
So perfect.
Yeah.
Right. Anything else about tomorrow? I think we'll start out with the usual. I just may need to adjust based on how it goes with the horse. I have no idea. So I think it'll be fun no matter what. We'll play jazz with it and we'll adjust as we go.
Rich and Al.
Thank you. Perfect, thank you. I'm not sure exactly how it'll, is that enough room for me or something? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out tomorrow. That's what I'm saying, if they get it in that.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes, or it could be better just to stay outside. We'll see. All right. Okay, do you want to talk about then the August 5th National Night Out, Abby? Turn over to you.
So Tuesday, August 5th is National Night Out. It's a police and first responder sponsored event. It's going to be held right behind Town Hall in Devlin Park in the parking lot. So they have a couple different agencies coming. They've got the Allegheny County Mounted Police also on horses. Life Flight will be landing a helicopter on the baseball field at some point during the
Wow.
night. McCandless Police, obviously, all the fire companies, EMS. So the Heritage Center has a space to have a pop-up tent. And Rob and I have coordinated, we're gonna grab some first responder related items if the volunteers haven't done so already. I know Suzanne and the ladies on Wednesdays have been working to pull some information for that.
It's
So that'll be our
downstairs,
setup.
ready to go.
Great, thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
So the Heritage Center will not be open that evening. That event takes place from 5 till 8 o'clock. And in years past, we've tried to have the Heritage Center open during that, but it's just nobody comes up here since everything's down there anyway. So our presence is much more meaningful in the parking lot with the rest of the event. So we'll also have information about our programs and the coloring books. This is primarily a family-friendly, family with young kids sort of touch a truck event almost. So I was also thinking about bringing our new t-shirts. We could sell those if we wanted to, and just have some information about the Heritage Center. On Thursday, August 21st, the three authors of The City Steps of Pittsburgh, A History and Guide will be presenting about their book. Laura Zarowski, Charles Suckup, and Matthew Jacob. So they are coming then. I brought the book with me. I'm going to take it home tonight and read it. But if you want to preview it before they arrive next month, I'll bring it back over here and we'll add it to our library. I need to ask them if they were planning on selling their books that evening. So I'll have that information before our next meeting. And I brought the flyers over here today as well. And on the table, there's the flyer for National Night Out too.
Yeah,
So,
could I, next Thursday, I'll be here.
oh, sure. Yeah.
I'd like to go.
And then coming up quickly is Saturday, September 13th. We are just about 8 weeks away from Community Day. We'll have a similar setup to National Night Out, where the Heritage Center will have a booth down in the parking lot where the event is taking place. I also would like the Heritage Center to be open that day, so the hours are from 1 until 8 o'clock. I think if you guys could be open at least from 1 to, if you can make it to 8 o'clock, that'd be ideal, but if you know, don't have enough volunteers to cover from 6 to 8, that's okay too.
And I would imagine Black Rock or Bruce again.
Well, I don't know any details about that, but I can find that out for
Yeah,
you.
well,
Okay. The car cruise will be taking place at Ashton Commons again, and it's going to be from 3 to 6. I reached out to the gentleman who brought the mini trolley, the mini Harmony Line trolley last year for Community Day, and haven't heard anything back from him, so I'll follow up with him. I thought that was just a nice addition
I
to
love
have on the lawn there. But if he can't come, that's okay too. So that's all I've got on Community Day at this time.
Excellent. All right. Jam-packed couple of months.
Do
Yeah,
you have
Suzanne?
extra flyers to put out? There's some places I could put them.
Oh, for sure.
Course.
Yeah, I'll print some
Okay.
more and bring them over.
I can work on community days, like maybe 5 to 8 or 6 to 8.
Okay.
Okay.
Say it works too.
That'd be great. Yeah, Suzanne, we'll have to touch base about the volunteer schedule for that day. Just
Yeah.
whenever you send out the next month's schedule, just ask for coverage for that day.
Yeah, we usually don't have a problem with that. So
Okay.
on a fun day.
Yeah.
All right, anything else there on the upcoming activities?
Nope.
All right, jam-packed. All right, sounds good. All right, just on number 4, anything else anybody wants to add to the agenda that's not there? Let's see if there's anything else.
I
And
don't
again,
have-
as we go through, anything, Suzanne?
I was wanting to mention that Carol McAdams is having surgery, hip surgery in August. So she's not going to be at the Heritage Center from this Friday till I don't know whether she'll even be back. So
Okay.
she's 87 years old, and I'm hoping.
And she covers the afternoon shift, is that
Yes,
correct?
always,
Okay.
yeah.
So
And
if
I-
anyone's available or interested in covering that 1 to 4 o'clock, we're gonna need Friday coverage.
I've kind of used a few people there as one here and there, Friday afternoon here or there, or can be Friday morning too. I can switch. So
Mhm.
I was thinking about asking Dawn, Cheryl, or Rich. And if once in a while you could do that, hopefully it won't be for good. And I do have also my brother Woody.
Could you get us an address for Carol? that we
Yes,
could
please.
I will. Yeah,
Get in
I'll
contact
put
with
that
her?
out. Yeah.
It
It
may
won't be
take
till
one
like
to
the
be when I-
21st of August. But she just is in too much pain to come now.
Oh, sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thanks, Suzanne. Anything else to add on it?
Let's see.
If not, then, again, please, if there's something else as we go along, add it on in. As far as the reading and the approval of the previous minute meetings, I have them up right now, the previous minutes. I don't think there's anything, I'm gonna move for approval of that unless anyone wants to change anything in the previous minutes. It was basically going through all of our list of upcoming events, and then obviously reviewing what we had previously. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from last time?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
All right, do I have a second? All right, thank you so much. All right, and I'm glad Joe just joined us because we are doing a quick update on the gala. We will have a subcommittee meeting immediately following this one. Again, folks are more than welcome to join that one. You do not have to, so informal for the subcommittee. Just to remind everybody again, it is November 1st at the Camelot in Wexford. And as far as tickets being available to purchase online, we're utilizing the town's website. And actually, Abby, if you want to talk about that right now, as far as what you're thinking there and what you got set up there.
So the Heritage Center landing page on the town's website now has a tab for the Shining Star Gala. If you click on that link, it has information about the gala. It has information about the awardees and a link to ticket sales. Yes, Mr. Wall.
Would there be a possibility that we could have direct link from the main page? That we get?
Oh, sure.
Okay,
Some of the.
because when people get on here,
It's, yeah,
sorry,
what's the question?
I just wanted to know what the website, because some of the donation things wanted the website for.
Yep.
So.
Why don't we do this? I can send out afterwards, same.
Okay,
I just-
and yes, I'll put a
Okay.
news item
Sorry.
on the front page with that information, so it's easier to find, because it is kind of buried at this moment,
okay.
unless you know where you're looking for.
We did want to double check when we go through today, we got all the names spelled correctly and everything, just to make sure. But it looks, I think it looks great, so I think. All right, anything else to mention on this before we do subcommittee?
I wanted to mention something about the September Longview Acres Garden Club.
Yeah.
Claudia Hickley got and actually spent the time last Wednesday at the museum looking up pictures so she can do a presentation to those people. And she's concerned about using the whiteboard, and she wants to know if there's somebody who could help train her. She's mentioned, she said, could I come in on, let's see, August 20th or what's the other? August 13th. And but she did say other dates are available. So I think those are during the week. And I don't know if somebody, but she's, kind of nervous about that.
Yeah, I'd be glad to come over on August 20th and
Okay.
help out.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I can help too, so just let me know if you need help. If she can tell us how she plans to present it, does she have a PowerPoint, does she have a?
Yeah, I think that's what she does, and she doesn't know what computer she'll have to use it. And I mean, should I have her call either one of you to? I'm not sure she
Oh, yeah,
really.
she can, I mean, feel free to give her my email and I'll tell her
Okay.
exactly the options. So I would be surprised if we can't accommodate.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Whatever her
Yeah.
option.
But we can accommodate her on the whiteboard, we certainly have a projector on the screen.
Right, you got it.
She also talked to us about how to set up the tables and everything, and wanted to come and do that too. But I don't know whether to have that the same day. Abby, I don't know if you want to be there for that. But,
Sure.
Okay, well, I'll tell her the 20th and see how that works with her. That's what she had written down.
Yeah.
And probably the most important thing is the whiteboard, but if she wants the tables long ways like that, and I'm still.
And you can't just tell her, if she has a computer and she has an HDMI cord, she just plugs it in and you go. That's it. So you just plug it in. And it will display whatever's on her computer screen, will display on the whiteboard. That's it.
Sometimes though, the computers don't have the same,
Cord, they might have a USB-C.
yeah.
But
So,
it's a newer computer, it'll have an HDMI.
Don, huh?
It's a very fairly recent computer, even a couple of years, it'll have that
Okay, well,
proper connection.
yeah, I told her somebody would support her.
We'll be able to figure it out. So I'm
Okay.
very confident we can figure that out for her. All right, sounds good. All right, I am going to move along then to anything else on the gala before obviously we'll go into detail on the subcommittee. Anything else big picture on the gala?
We are going to talk about the gala right afterwards.
Right afterwards, yeah.
Okay.
We'll do this. So I did want to let people know that we do have the volunteers will be invited to the gala. So we want to make sure that people do know that. So
And-
volunteers plus
And
one.
your spouse or.
And yeah, and a plus one. So it's like, yep, so volunteers plus one. So we can talk about that at any time. And again, anybody's welcome to stay afterwards if you want for the Sunday. Any questions on that? All right, just on, I'm gonna move on then to number 7, reports and updates from committees, marketing and communications. From a social media standpoint, I'm not sure, Abby, if there's anything additional you want to mention there?
Yeah, so I printed out the performance report for June 17th through July 14th, and we had 47,000.2 views for our page. Our reach was 11.7 thousand, and we had 33 new followers last month.
Nice.
So
Nice.
those were great, and all of those were up from the previous month. The follows were up 120%, which I thought was great. And the top 5 posts that we had, the top one was about North Hills Passivant closing their maternity ward in 2003, I believe. But I found a newspaper clipping from the 80s with a picture of a family and how, a little story about how they had their baby at Passivant. And actually someone commented on there and said, that's my family.
That's super
me."
cool. I know, it's super cool. Like that.
Yeah, so that reached 7,000 viewers. It had 27 likes and 25 comments. So that was the one that got most traffic. The top number 2 was for the town's anniversary next year. I posted a photo of a house on Ingomar Road. And then the people who owned that house were like, actually, that's my house and it's for sale. So that was kind of cool too.
So crazy. Like, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
And number 3 was about Wexford Bain Road and who Bain was and why it's called that. Number 4 was the Harmony Line map, which is always a favorite. And I asked people which one's their stop. That one got 29 likes and 9 comments. And then the 5th one was a request for items, photos, or memorabilia relating to the North Hills area. And it was a photo of the Showcase Cinemas North with the word closed in the window. And that reached 1.1 thousand people. So that was the top 5 posts from the month.
Excellent.
Can we get that printed? I mean, I don't know that we have that picture. And somebody dropped off their badge from the cinemas and, that could be.
We do have that photo printed because I bought that photo at a garage sale. So it's here somewhere.
Okay.
We also have a picture downstairs of the Twin Oaks Golf Course. It
You
was
do?
there- Yeah, that was there before.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that. Yeah,
It's a lighted golf course.
I played.
yeah, I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I learned that.
All right, anything else on the marketing and comms? All right, on the budget side of things, I'm not sure, Don, do we have anything new on the budget side?
We have not spent all of our money.
All you need to know.
Correct.
Like. Budget season is upon us. So I think it's for you too, Amy. You sit down and find out what you really need. It's gonna be a tight budget season for us.
You might want to check out the new photos that are over the office. Those great big photos you spent money on that.
We're looking now, Suzanne, just so you know.
Thanks.
Very cool looking.
Are those the photos from John McClintock?
Are those photos what?
Are those Bradford Woods?
No,
Photos?
no.
No?
Somebody that you graduated with, Dawn, dropped off those
Yeah,
photos.
John McClintock.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. yeah.
Oh, that was like 5 years ago, and I didn't know what he was talking about. Finally, I found them, and he had had them blown up.
Okay. I thought those were the, yeah.
Wow, I didn't remember.
Okay, I'm gonna move on then to programming for 2026 for speakers. So we do have 3 confirmed. We'll start out in March with Steve Cicero, the History Hobo, talking about history of Route 19. In April, Brady Kreitzer, there's a few different topics. By the way, when I went to go visit the Bradford house, they said Brady Kreitzer was there just 2 days ago. He was researching his new book, which will be about the National Road. And so I'm like, you could talk to Brady Kreitzer. I told him he's coming to speak at the Heritage Center. They said when and where.
Thanks.
Get it figured out. So that's going to be in April. And then in August, Scott Barrett about Ross Park Mall's 40th birthday, which continues to just amaze me, the Ross Park Mall. Just,
What's did you just say that? That's their anniversary too?
40. I know, it seems crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
Joe.
I see March and I see April. Are we not gonna open in January, February?
We'll have to talk about that. We haven't, this year was in March. So we'll see whether we want to do a,
think we
January,
opened
February.
this year.
Late February we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we didn't have we didn't have a program
Yeah.
opened, but we decided not to have a program.
I do think having programming in January and February is a bit dicey with the weather and
Yeah. So we
the demographic of
so-
people who come to them.
So we opened but didn't have a program.
Change your program to match the demographic that would come.
That's
We
true.
worked through those 2 months too, getting,
Right, getting everything ready.
yeah, and straightening everything up downstairs.
I did have one, well, I'm sorry, I did have one question.
Mhm.
Through our Rotary Club contacts that we now have, since we are going back and forth with Rotary, they did have a good recommendation for us, somebody from the Roberto Clemente Museum that they recently had. I'm a baseball fan though, so before I reach out to the Roberto Clemente Museum, just want to see, would that be a speaker people would be interested in having them come and bring stuff to them?
Oh,
Absolutely.
Okay, so I will reach out again, but I am biased because I'm totally.
Mhm.
All right, okay, I will see what I can do on that. He said it was a fantastic presentation, so. But I am biased, so. All right, that sounds great.
To add to that, Rob, Caitlin is here today. Caitlin's our Saturday library volunteer. And she had a suggestion for a program that we could do sometime in September or October this year to help people start to more efficiently find their houses on maps.
oh,
Do you want
that's-
Oh, that's
to talk
great.
a little bit about that?
Sure. I like digging into house history. I've done like my own house history. And I think that's something other people might like too. And it turns out there's a lot of free resources online available to people for that. And I just think sometimes people don't know what's available. So I would like to, not like an official presentation, but welcome people in, show them the free resources online. And then we can show them how to use the information that they find there, to use Allegheny County's deed record website, and then like go through like the deeds that are digitized and available.
So many people come in for that.
Yeah, they do.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
I would think a lot of people.
Yeah, you might actually have someone to do that.
Yeah.
That would be popular.
That would, but when you follow up with that, and you and I had discussed this previously, Rob, Google has a program, it's like an interactive grant program. They give you computers. You can go back and look at the topography of the area in 1851 or 1900. You can see actually how the developments metamorphed or morphed in in our community.
Yeah.
And that's, Google spends a lot of money every year on that, and that's something that you and I
Yeah.
talked about here.
What
We
would we
have
need to do next step on that, like to just.
I've compiled a list of resources that I know of. And then so like I could use those to like put together, like I could have my laptop like hooked up to the
Yeah, you
screen.
just like.
And just like a quick demonstration with like, I mean, I don't mind using my own address, so it's just like a demonstration of that. I would say if people would be able to bring their own personal devices. To like, go step by step, if they wanted to, I don't think you have to do that. But,
Maybe that's a presentation unto itself.
Yeah. You could
That's what I'm thinking.
Show them
Thinking the
how
same
to
thing,
follow
like,
along.
could be so. You could have like an audience of people.
Yeah.
well,
Advertise.
Well,
You would set it up.
to me, there's two ways to do it. You could do like a.
We did the same thing with Scott Barrett with the old computer classes. You just set up as a classroom and you can go through it on the whiteboard and have them go through it on their own. You have internet access.
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Well, I think we got.
And we could advertise it everywhere. Really try to get in and find your house in 1851, or some basic.
So Caitlin, I think what you're hearing is everybody loves the idea. And so now the question is, how do you, like, well, you may want to think this through, is like, how do you want to approach it? You can do like a think big, let's start small, like do a small proof of concept thing and then move it bigger. Or you can just start out big. So it's like either one, whatever, if you want to think that through or whatever you think.
Definitely takes.
Yeah.
It's like, it's too. But,
That's a great idea.
I'm happy to talk.
Yeah. Perfect. No, I appreciate you kicking and bringing this idea forward. I think everybody likes to hear about their own house. I mean, or their grandmother's house, or their whatever's house, or their friend's house. I mean, it's.
Yeah. Well, and there's so many things available to people out there, it's like, so the click of a button, they can see their house or a map from, decades ago, so.
So, yeah, so overall, great idea. So whatever, think it through, what's the best approach you want to do in approaching it? Whatever you think is appropriate.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks for bringing that forward.
Yeah, thanks for making the suggestion. And to sort of piggyback off of that, I had a conversation with the North Hills genealogists today. They are friends of Northland Library. They used to have their monthly meetings there. It was fascinating. They have quite a large organization. They have monthly meetings. They've got a speaker series. They've got all kinds of things going on. So I talked to her about coming to the Heritage Center next year as sort of a lecture series, sort of in the same way that this would be. We weren't sure if it was going to be like a straight lecture about this particular case study that, this woman, Debbie, sort of started her own family history and then realized that she discovered that she had a half brother that she never knew about. So it's sort of like,
Oh, wow.
be careful what you wish for.
Yeah,
kind of thing. So she said she had done a program like that in the past about that topic. But it also could be just, lots of people are overwhelmed with the idea of beginning to look for your family history or look for documentation about your relatives or your ancestors. So how you go about doing that. So I told her I would take this idea to the committee and see if people thought it was a great idea.
I'm in huge favor. I mean, I just think everybody wants to know about it. Like,
Yeah.
I think the issue you'd have is you get so many people who would want to do it. Like, which is a great problem to have. Like, it's a great problem.
He also said that, when they have their in-person monthly meetings, they may only have a dozen people, but they have 150 people online.
I believe that. Yeah,
So it's fascinating. So she was asking particularly about our ability to do that. If we would have a program here, could we then also, broadcast it on Zoom? So I said, if that's something that you want to make happen, we can make that happen somehow.
But you can broadcast them or Zoom.
I don't know how they do it, but I mean, obviously she's done it before, so we could get the capability to do it here as well.
Do you have a policy with the town based upon something that happened at a town hall meeting?
Oh, that's true.
So we have to either exercise a little bit of due diligence in finding out whether that can be a podcast, whether that can be a broadcast,
Okay,
okay? Where the only thing that you're doing, it's not interactive,
it's just,
you're broadcasting.
yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I love this idea. I mean, the subject, I think, would have broadening. To me, so that's.
Yeah, so I told her I would then look at the calendar to see some possible dates. Obviously, we've only got March, April, and August scheduled for next year, so got a lot to work with there, but just wanted to pass it by you all before I offered the invitation to her family.
I think that sounds great. I don't think anybody opposed to that or.
Mhm.
All, walking together.
Oh, yes, she told me about that. Can you share that information with the group?
So normally what we'll do is after hours, probably close the library. It's started to real. Anyone wanting to do genealogy research to come in and use our computers, then we have volunteers, those genealogists, myself, we just kind of mix and mingle. It's not any formal instruction, but while you're sitting there using our various databases, we have access to genealogy research. You have experienced people can help you out, people raise their hand, hey, how do I find this? Some of them may be good to even help you, like for the house history, because some of them have done a lot of that research. They're great hands-on volunteers. So I was thinking that would be helpful, but if we had our lock-in following that program here, as people learn the basics and then say, now you want to try it out, come to the library then.
That's a great idea.
Unfortunately, over the years, we had reduced computers. We have computer setup, so we can't take as many people. It's be used to, but it's usually there's a wait list. So
Great. And you said you do that usually in the spring?
spring and the fall. I don't know if we're gonna do one this fall because we're still beyond getting full access to the building, but for sure next spring.
Okay. All right.
Sounds great. Wait, anything else to mention on the programming side? On just a update on volunteers, I'm not sure, Susan, oh, I'm sorry, Abby. Yep.
Think about the
Sure.
programming side. So I was wondering if anyone had an interest in for next year, probably. And maybe as part of 175 to revisit the idea of a golf outing or the mini golf day that we had over there, or the open houses that we did, where, you know, we might have been like starting day of soccer season where we had the Heritage Center open that day and we gave out snacks and water to the kids and their families over the full weekend.
Yeah.
So just putting the thought out there that I'd like to go back to doing more outreach programs in the next year.
But Abby, where are you with doing a drive-in movie again?
We could also add that to the list of possible programs that the Heritage Center might like to sponsor.
Have the equipment
Yeah. Yeah.
in the screen, and the projector, you have all the equipment that you could ever get. I just,
We'd have to buy one.
it's us.
We'd have to buy a license for the movie, but that's easy.
Well, actually, we have a license left. We have
really?
one movie left that we did not get to. I guess it was 2 years ago.
Okay. So start thinking about those things, please.
Yeah. That mini golf.
That was fun.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, anybody can do that.
Yeah.
The park's great, so.
Well, that's also good. They never put lights up there. Remember we?
Yeah,
When at night,
Dr. Jason Wolfman tried to get him to put lights up there, but. You know, they just, there's too many ifs and buts. So.
Okay, anything else on the programming side?
I wanted to mention that we've talked about having a garden tour. Our volunteers have gone to 2 gardens, and but those people have done shown their gardens many times, and probably know people that might be interested in participating in that. It has to be, you charge like $25 for the people to go through. One year there were 600 people that had signed up for one, and they brought buses, you know, to that particular garden and other gardens. But it takes, I think we talked about Shaler maybe, I don't know whether they would do it with us. I'd have to check with those people, but they have a garden tour. But we just thought, my brother has a fantastic garden. He's been in many garden shows. And I don't know, I think it's a pretty decent amount of money to,
Well, that would definitely be something that we should talk to Longview Acres Garden Club and the Ingomar Garden Club about.
yes,
coordinating
that's
as
right,
well.
yeah.
Good point.
Yes.
That's a good
I
point.
think she even mentioned that she would like to be part of that.
Okay.
Longview Acres. I forgot about that.
We had a photographer show here. It's been 3 years. We sold tickets for $25 a piece. We got all the beer and wine and all the stuff donated. Huge.
I'm gonna do that next year for McCandless 175. It's gonna be here, and it's gonna be all photos of McCandless.
Okay.
So, great minds thinking alike.
Yes.
So we're charging,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
And we gotta coordinate the line and cheese and everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Awesome.
But we had the 729ers were here. With three-piece group that played. This place was busy for 4 hours.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Very cool. Ah, very cool.
And all of the stuff that we're talking about here is not a one-trick pony. It is things that we did the number several years ago. When we get people in here, the return rate's like 74%. And so you gotta find ways of getting people in here, not just traditional. But, Suzanne and the women do a great job with Christmas. I love Santa, okay? I think he does a great job. Yeah. But that's the kind of stuff that we have to do. We have to think outside the box. We have to do the open houses for the kids. I'd love to see Amy and the library people come here and do a summer reading program. And that's when we get to the non-public agenda or the public agenda, non-agenda items, whatever it's called. I'm gonna propose something at that point.
Sounds good.
And Abby, you and I have already talked about it, so don't.
Can we borrow your reading person from the library?
If I can catch a postcard, Steve.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up and I breaking up too?
I talked about a reading program in conjunction with the library of coming in here and getting real little kids. I mean, you do a real little kids program.
We've done that too here. So we can certainly talk about that.
She's breaking up.
I talked to you about distribution of backpacks up in Schultz too.
So she said she will definitely talk to you about that. So she
Okay.
said she definitely will talk
Okay,
about
thank you.
And actually that's a great lead in because I know the next thing is just any updates you want to give in addition on the volunteer front, Suzanne.
Just let's see, we're putting all farm families in the cases. So if anybody knows of any pictures or anything like that, or a history of, the Brants, the Sarvers, there's so many families. And Abby's gonna get us paper to seal all the maps up and label them and then list them. And we have 2 interns working, and I just wanted to see if they're working on the same thing. But maybe Caitlin would rather work on something that you could present. But I was just worried about the 2 of them kind of working on the books. I don't want them to, come together and do the same ones. They're not going to be able to come together. It's 2 different days. But do you know what I mean, Abby?
Yeah, and I've talked to Anne about that. She was
Oh.
gonna reach out to Caitlin and I can discuss that with Caitlin after this meeting, but just so they
Okay.
get on the same page about
Yeah.
the method that they're both using.
Okay.
This is
That's
for
what I-
library indexing. So all the binders in the library are sorted now by topic. So you pick up a binder related to Franklin Park or McCandless and all of the information in there is related to that topic on the binder. How you find that information or see, on one page, what's in the binder is what Caitlin and Anne are working.
Gotcha.
So they're going through each binder saying, page 1 is a photo of so-and-so on this date. Page 2 is a newspaper article and so on and so forth. So,
Gotcha.
and some of the binders were
I was
done.
gonna say, are you following?
Yeah.
This is the master index. Yeah, it was a thing. Individual binder was
Mhm.
done. We created a master index that you move to go to. Some things cross
Exactly.
transportation,
Yeah.
Ingmar. Well, they all have a third fire truck in them, so you
Right.
want to be able to go across.
Maybe you can show me after this meeting. I think you're right, but I don't recall seeing that recently, but I haven't looked. So. Okay,
There's stuff on the brand, arbors and there's a on the street. The sense that I.
yes, those are downstairs. Yes.
All right. Anything else on that front?
No.
All right, just from an operations standpoint, I know we want to talk about brick program and t-shirts.
Yeah, so the brick program is almost ready. I put in a request for them to build out the website. Bricks will then be available for purchase online. They'll also be available for purchase in person using cash or check at town hall. So once that's definitely finalized, I will let you all know. Again, that's the brick program to add to the brick walkway in the front of the Heritage
So
Center.
where's that money gonna go? Is that state capital?
That's gonna go to McCandless 175 programming events for next year. That's my intention. If you've got other thoughts. It's not set in stone yet. The t-shirts have arrived. I made a mistake and forgot to order extra large shirts, so I had to go back and order more. So if you need an extra large, you're gonna have to wait a couple more weeks. But if you need a small, medium, large, or a double XL, they're in the box right back here. So those are for all of the volunteers here at the Heritage Center. And like I said, those will be for sale at community events as well.
Not extra small.
Extra small, yeah. Double XS. The library backpack. So I have been wanting to do this program for many years now, and it's finally done. So I'm very excited. Oh, Amy brought it today.
Whoa.
Thank you. Awesome.
Great, that looks great.
Yeah. Well,
Great. It's filled with goodies. Yeah, so the McCandless history book from 2001 is in there. Hidden Heritage. There's a flower press for you to take a leaf or a flower and keep a memento from your hike or your time in McCandless. There's a guide in there about all of the parks and green spaces in McCandless. There are field guides and binoculars.
An embarrassment of riches. I mean.
Yes, so there are two of them. They're available for checkout only at Northland Library, so you can't use your interlibrary loan for that. It has to be checked out at Northland and returned back to Northland.
Nice. That's available now.
as of
Awesome.
Moments
All
ago.
right. Running out there tomorrow. All right.
Yeah,
Deal. That's sweet. And by the way, the t-shirts that folks saw, they look absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
They just look really
they
good.
turned out great.
So definitely get one. So be wearing it tomorrow. Good. All right, anything else on the operations front? All right, any other public comment that anybody wants to make before we wrap up?
that.
Okay.
Getting closer, getting closer.
Anything else?
I'll wait till the gala meeting.
Say the children's gala at the library in September, it went on sale yesterday and last I saw that it was already sold.
Great.
All right.
Under the sea theme. That's in September, and then first weekend in September, we have our murder mystery 2 nights back to back, and that will be murder set sail. Shift to the theme back.
Awesome.
We gotta do Notorious North Hills.
I reached out to Diane Ellis a few months ago, asking if she'd be interested in updating or revising or even just reviving Notorious North Hills for next year. And she said she was open to it, and I have not moved any further on it since then. But if she's interested in presenting it again, I'd love to do it again.
Before a motion for adjournment, I just want to say tomorrow, if folks can get here a little bit early. I know the old showbiz adage is be careful of working with children and animals. Tomorrow we got both. So bringing in a live pony, I think it'll be the first time a pony will be inside. It'll be a service
You
animal.
think?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe there was another pony in here, I should not assume, that could have happened, but we're doing both tomorrow. So we may need help to adjust things as they go along. If anybody can get here a little bit earlier than great. Not required, but will be
Why
appreciated.
is it?
Why not?
Same. I'm sure.
It's thinking
she's got
outside the
nice
box.
shoes. It's great.
Just for the sheer
Because
question.
you can't do it at home.
You're right.
All right, anything else before we adjourn for today? As always, I just want to say thanks, folks. Without all of you, none of this is happening. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. Do I have a motion for adjournment?
I'm making a motion for.
Have a second. Have a second.
I second.
All right,
Okay.
thank you so much. Again, thanks, folks. Anybody wants to stay? Welcome to.